Greetings, everyone. This is Des.
And Chris.
And the budgies in the background. Today is September 27th, 2022. And as you guys know, we live in Central Florida. And we just wanted to let you guys know that don't worry, we're okay. As always, like when we told you about 2 years ago, don't listen to the media. It's not as bad as it seems.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did some prep just to be safe, but we're not worried. Last hurricane that hit us so close was Irma, and we came out fine. And I think this time it's even going to be less than that.
Yeah, so funny enough, I've got an app on my phone that shows the radar, and I found out about this when it was just a tropical depression, and I noticed that it was coming this way, and I told Chris about it. I'm like, I don't think anybody knows about this yet. We need to get gas and stuff. And I'm not even worried about this thing. I'm more worried about all the idiots around here that are going to freak out and panic and buy all the supplies and there won't be any food or gas or anything.
Yeah, and for a while, it was pretty calm in our area. You were able to find everything, gas, water, and we started stocking up early.
So, yes, I was giving Chris updates while it was still a depression and then becoming a storm. It didn't even have a name yet. He was like, well, what's this thing called? I'm like, oh, I don't know. It just says Depression 1 or something like that. And then it became a Category 1 and it finally got a name. And I thought it was hilarious. You'll never guess the name. It's called Ian. And then you guys know I'm a major Jurassic Park fan, and, Ian Malcolm was one of the characters in the movie. So, of course, we had to go around making fun of that name, and we were saying,
let's go, Ian, freeze!
Ian, freeze! Because that's what we want this stupid storm to do. And, funny enough, on that note, I have been keeping an eye on the radar, and there's been this cold front coming, and it's trying to come down, and we're like, for once, we want the cold front to come, and the wind, and just hopefully, ideally, dissipate this thing and destroy it, because cold air, cold water would cut off the fuel supply to this hurricane and it would turn into nothing. Mm-hmm. So anyway, the name Ian, I think that's really funny.
Right on. And I was on a job, on a service call yesterday.
And I had been tracking it, so I kept sending him screen captures, and I'll show some of them there. And I was like, it's so early on. None of these predictions are going to be accurate. They're always wrong. So nothing to be worried about, but we did want to get supplies.
Yep. And so it seemed to be going well. I was on my last service call for the day. I was ready to finish it up and go home. And then I heard the alert on my cell phone. Let me read you this thing.
What was the date on that?
It was yesterday, so
Oh, that's right.
26th. And this is the alert that we got. National Weather Service. A storm surge warning in effect for this area for the danger of life-threatening flooding. This warning is issued up to 36 hours before hazardous conditions begin. Urgently complete efforts to protect life and property. Follow evacuation orders if given for this area to avoid drowning or being cut off from emergency services. And so anyway, that went out on all cell phones. My customer and I got it at the same time, and when I looked at it, I'm like, oh, crap. Everyone's going to be in panic mode now.
Cat's out of the bag.
Cat's out of the bag, right. Here we go.
I really felt like, it was just me and Chris that knew about it, and the small handful of people that we had told them to keep it to yourselves. And I said this, this is so stupid. The way they worded it. Life-threatening. That doesn't put people at ease. But the thing is, they said it's 36 hours away at least. They don't know this stuff. They never know what anything's going to do. And what was the other thing that they worded? Let me see. Urgently complete efforts to protect life and property. That you don't need to say it like that. Come on. I'm not saying lie, but I'm saying they purposely word these things in a way that people they're gonna scare people. So I was telling Chris, in the old monster movies and science fiction and all that, whenever there's a monster coming and stuff, the government's always like, well, let's make sure, and we don't want the people to panic. Well, unfortunately, that's not how it happens in real life.
Yeah. And sure enough, after the alert went out, um, I went to go buy just another bit of supplies at Lowe's, and yeah, people were kind of panic buying a little bit in there. Line was long, and uh, it was pretty much they're out of water everywhere.
Oh, and I had gone to Home Depot to get supplies for the chicken coop, and I was like, well, so far there's still a lot of plywood. Not many people are buying stuff, but people were buying water, but it wasn't, like a lot. It wasn't until this alert came out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to show some screen captures of the predictions they had. And I really don't like it that people, they're glued there watching the TV, these predicted paths. But look how much this has changed from the moment that I found out about this thing up until, like, right now. There was a hurricane a few years ago. I don't remember which one it was. But they said, oh, it's going to hit Tampa. By the way, we're from Tampa. We're both natives here. And they're like, this is going to finally be the one that's going to hit. And it was heading this way. And at the last moment, it totally made like a 90-degree turn. And everyone was floored and shocked. And it's like, you can't predict these things.
Nope.
Also, Chris and I are really jaded. We're native Floridians, and we've got 40-plus years of hurricanes under our belts. I used to get scared when I was a little kid, when I was like 5 or 6. Oh my gosh, hurricane! But we've been through so many of these. Unless it's like a Category 2 and heading right for us or worse, we don't really care. It's a tropical storm, yeah, big deal. It's only a Category 1.
Yeah.
It's like if you guys saw the movie Independence Day and the alien ship lands, but the what's his name? The main character.
Oh crud! Jeff Goldblum.
No, not Jeff Goldblum.
Will Smith.
Will Smith, yeah. Will Smith character, the pilot. He wakes up. He's like, "What is that? Is that an earthquake?" And his wife's like, "It's not even a 4-pointer. Go back to bed."
Yeah. Yeah, we're like that with hurricane strengths.
So, today Chris took the day off because we're not cavalier about this either. We're not like those idiots that, oh, it's a hurricane party, who cares, it could be the last day on Earth or whatever, No, I mean, we keep an eye on it, and we prepare and we take precautions in case, we have to get out of the way.
Right.
These things are powerful and dangerous, but we shouldn't live terrified and in fear. So today, I'm so glad Krista took the day off and helped me clean up around the house, and we cut a bunch of boards, right, baby?
Yeah, we got, just in case we needed them, we have our boards ready for the windows, in case it takes a turn for the north. But it may not be necessary to even put them up this year, but at least we'll have them for storage for the future.
Yeah, if another hurricane does come this way, we have those, and they're already cut to size, and just stick them on the windows.
Right on.
So, yeah. Do pray for us, guys. Prayers are always needed and welcome. We don't want anything to happen. And even though we live north of Tampa now, Tampa's our hometown, we don't want anything to happen.
Right.
Bad there.
Yeah, my parents are still there.
Yeah, our parents are there. And So, yeah, go ahead. Pray for us. Pray for Florida. We love our state. And we want everyone in South Florida, where they think it's heading, like South Central Florida,
Yeah.
to be Venice, especially. It seems to be where it's going to make landfall. Venice Beach.
Yeah.
The good thing I can say about that is that the best time to go shelling is right after a hurricane, because the best shells come out after the storm has passed.
Right.
Alright, guys, so that's what's been going on. And we're going to be bringing all the birds, even the chickens and stuff, inside just to make sure everybody's okay.
Yep, and pray for the people who are actually in the path. But it's going to weaken really quickly, so it's not going to be as bad as the doom and gloom news is going to make it out. So hope everybody who's down south, hope you come through okay. We'll pray for you too.
Alright, so we're fine. And we'll see how this plays out.
Right on.
Okay. Nice to talk to you guys all again. Des.
Yeah. And Chris.
Signing off.